Good morning. I'm an addict named Austin. I got clean here at Serenity House in Abilene, Texas on October 19th, 2014. I hope y'all had a blessed weekend and I hope you have a good week. Let's start it off with the just for today. October 7th, depending on our higher power. As recovering addicts, we find that we are still dependent, but our dependence has shifted from the things around us to a loving God and the inner strength we get in our relationship with Him. For many addicts, rebelliousness is second nature. We didn't want to depend on anyone or anything, especially not God. The beauty of using, we thought, was that it gave us the power to be and feel anything we wanted all by ourselves. But the price we paid for this illusory freedom was a dependence beyond our worst nightmare. Rather than freeing us, using enslaved us. When we came to Narcotics Anonymous, we learned that dependence on God didn't have to mean what we may have thought it meant. Yes, if we wanted to be restored to sanity, we would need to tap a power greater than ourselves. However, we could choose our own concept of this higher power. We could even make one up. Dependence on a higher power would not limit us. We discovered it would free us. The power we find in recovery is the power we lacked on our own. It is the love we were afraid to depend on others for. It is the sense of personal direction we never had, the guidance we just couldn't humble ourselves to ask for or trust others to give. It is all these things, and it is our own. Today, we are grateful to have a higher power to depend on. Just for today, I would depend on the love and the inner strength I draw from the God of my own understanding. Thank God that I'm free from the desire to try to fix everything on my own, right? In here, while I'm not even taking any action to do anything in my life. Thank God that overthinking didn't work as a correction for the things in my life. Thank God that using didn't work. I come in here and I believed in a higher power. I'd had some experiences, but what I needed was a program that helped me here right now to keep a needle out of my arm. And so the program was my higher power in the beginning. And people say your higher power can be the doorknob. I don't suggest that your higher power be the doorknob. I suggest that it be loving and caring and greater than you. And sometimes it can just be the fellowship. Actually in the beginning for me, it was the treatment center. Then it became the fellowship of Narcotics Anonymous. And then once I sorted through all the confusion and lies, I was able to see what was going on in my life and see that God had been working in my life the whole time and that He led me to this program. And so even though I don't know what that looks like, and hopefully I never do, because the minute I think I have it all figured out is when I'll be in trouble. And so even though I don't have that all figured out, I know today that I can't do this on my own. And as before, I always needed some kind of answer or something that was going to be there to do it for me. And today I can live life not knowing if everything's going to be okay. What I can tell you is in the last almost 10 years, I've had everything I've needed and some. And even in the hard times when people passed or when things were going really crazy, everything was still okay because I was clean, free, and I had an understanding that I didn't have to use or try to even control the situation, because I'll mess around and think that this whole program is about using drugs, and it's not. It's how can I get free from the disease of addiction every day. It takes a little bit of work every day, and sometimes it takes a lot of work. Sometimes I have to surrender numerous times throughout the day. It talks about in the third and the fourth step are one of the most loving and caring things we can do for ourselves. And sometimes we have to do it continuously through the day. And that's been my experience. Some days are really good and I don't even realize. I'm so blessed some days that I don't even realize I have a disease. And there's other days when I realize I have a disease and I can't, that I need to do something right now to help get free from it. And so there is no quick fix. It's always a continuous thing that I need to do something for my recovery every day. I'm grateful for a higher power. And even if you don't know what that looks like, it doesn't matter. Your higher power is still for you. They're still working with you. They're still helping you do things that you can't do on your own. Regardless of how you feel about this higher power, it's still working for you. And Narcotics Anonymous just might be the answer it's trying to give you. Thank y'all for tuning in today. We will see you tomorrow.